Okay, let's see. I gotta get a table, gotta get some plates, gotta get some forks and spoons, gotta get a big banner. Let's see, what else do I need to get? I need to make sure I get some of the fish, gotta get some of those alloys if I'm able to find them around here. I am so hoping that they live here. Oh, hey, give me just a second. Ah, greetings, creatures and humans alike. I am MagiQDog. Of course, hopefully you know who that is. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. But yeah. Oh man, I didn't put my... Oh, never mind, it's right here. Anyways, tonight, we are going to be reacting to... One Piece, Chapter 1088. Yeah, I'm super excited for this. At this time, I make sure that I manipulated the class right, because on the last chapter reaction, it did not go well. But, I actually got an important announcement to make. So, before we get into this is what I gotta say. As we all know, in the One Piece community, a certain episode is about to come on. It will be on August the 6th, and it's going to be a big thing. For that, I decided to do a live reaction to that episode. In fact, I'm actually going to do a live reaction to both that episode and this episode that's coming up pretty soon. Like both 1070 and 71. So, because of that, I need to gather everything that's needed. I need to gather the tables and stuff, the plates. I need to get a big banner that's going to celebrate this remarkable moment. And I need to hunt down some fish and some alloys. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, it's like a medieval goose-like creature, except it has fins instead of wings and feet, and its head is in the shape of a pier. And if you don't believe me, go look it up. But yeah. Let me tell you something, they actually taste pretty good, and luckily it's alloy hunting season going on this time. So that's why I got my big fishing pole out, and I'm going to be ready for it. Let's see. Of course, hopefully they'll show up later on in the future, but, you know, I digress. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that big One Piece live episode reaction. And I hope you guys come to it and join me. I actually took that day off from work. Used some paid time off for that. And I don't know what time I'm going to do it. But I will post it on my Twitter page. Which I will leave in the... Which I will leave a link in the description below. So yeah. So, this is what I need you guys to do. So, let me get close. Let me get really close right here. That way you guys can see me. Also get a little closer to the mic. Come on, camera. There we go. So, alright. You guys here? You guys listen? Okay. On August the 6th, I need you guys to show up. Okay? Because I want to celebrate this live reaction with you guys. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your co-workers, tell your acquaintances. Hell, even tell the one guy that you don't like to join up here, okay? I want to celebrate this with you guys, okay? Because this is going to be big. And it's going to be epic. Okay, so... Oh man, I am... I grew into a giant. But yeah. There we go. Okay. So, like I said, I hope you guys do come. No peer pressure or anything. But, yeah, I'm gonna be celebrating big time. Alrighty. So, with that out of the way, how about we go on ahead and get this chapter started, shall we? Okay. So, let me get on my phone. Alright. And here we go. Oh, by the way, spoiler warnings in case anyone hasn't caught up with the manga, okay? Okay. So, we're now doing the cover story. And looks like it's just a weekly chump doing an announcement. It looks like they have the, looks like they're talking about the One Piece live action that's on Netflix. And you got Luffy hugging up to, is it Inaki? The main guy that's playing One Piece. I think his name is Inaki, if I'm keeping up with my people right. But yeah, it's pretty much announcing that. You'll also see in the bottom corner more of the actors that are the One Piece characters. By the way, I am going to watch that. I'm normally not big on live actions because, you know, they aren't that good. But I'm willing to give this one a shot. Because, you know, Oda is heavily involved. It seems like a lot of love was put into it because, I will admit, the trailer looks good. So, yeah, I'm going to give it a shot and see how it is. Okay. Now then. Oh, looks like we got some more. Oh, let's talk about more about the Netflix. Tomorrow Studio X Netflix. And it's seeing pretty much the 5 main Straw Hats. And in the background, you see some of the characters. You got Arlong in the purple, Mihawk in the green, Garp in the blue, Kuro in the gray. Who is that character behind Sanji? I don't know who that is. But you got Shanks in the red, Kobe in the pink, and Buggy in the yellow. He should have been the red. I mean, Shanks is red, but you could do both of them red. You know? But anyways, now then. Page 1. Oh my god, Garp, no! That is so mean. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, that's so... Oh my goodness. Oh my god, Garp, you cannot be a teacher. Okay, so... Oh my god. So... We open up to a flashback, and it's showing the Old Navy HQ. And it looks like Garp is giving a lesson. And he's like, alright, youngins, lesson 1. You have a baby and an old man. They are both stranded on the island, and there are fierce beasts everywhere. You're on a boat, but it can only hold up to 2 people. So, what do? We then cut over into a classroom, and you have Kobe standing up being like, well, I will get off the boat. That way I can put both of them on the boat, and that way they can safely get across. However, Garp throws a bottle at him and be like, you idiot! That's wrong! And we're like, huh? You did have Garp yelling like, you should abandon that old geezer! And then you have the teacher being like, Garp, what are you saying? And the Garp continues on while Kobe is very confused, like, so, why did you become a Marine? To safeguard the future, that's it. You should keep that in mind, that way you're able to save more of the future generation. So forget about that old fossil and take the baby and live on. You did have the teacher who has beat Garb with a bat, and he has a big bump on his head, being like, "Don't ever give a lecture like that again. You know that all lives are equal, right?" And he's like, "But the youth has limited potential." Oh my god. How in the world? Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that's funny. That is really, really funny. I know I laughed too much on that, but that was just too good. Anyways, page 2. Okay, so we now have another flashback, but this time is a few weeks ago on Amazon Lily. So, we got a bit more clarity of what actually happened on how Blackbeard took Kobe. So, apparently, some of the Marines are in a tight spot. Because apparently Blackbeard was going to take a battleship and 800 of their men. And you see some of the Marine soldiers tied up being like, "Oh no, help us! There's no telling what they'll do back on Hachinosu with us. Please don't let them take us." You then have Kobe showing up, and you have Blackbeard laughing, being like, "So, what do you want, hero? You're ready to start an all-out war with us?" And then you have, crap, what's his name? Okay, so I forgot about this Vice Admiral, but he's a dude that always has his eyes closed. He's always smoking a big cigar, and he has a bit of a short beard. But yeah, I forgot his name. I know, me a One Piece fan, and I'm not knowing every character. I'm sorry, I'm not Teching 101. I am not a O'Hara's Library. I cannot keep up with everybody, okay? Just be lucky I'm able to keep up with some of the characters that I can. But anyways, you have a soldier that's telling him that's like, "Hey, he's with Sword. He's got this." And then you have Kobe being like, "Alright, if I take their place, will you be well, he doesn't say that, but will you be willing to release all of our captives and our battleship?" And then you have the Marine soldiers being like, "Oh, Captain Kobe, thank you so much." And you have Blackbeard going like, "You think a lot about yourself, don't ya? Very well." I know my Blackbeard ain't on point, but you know, it's the best I can do. But anyways, page 3. Oh, that was a short one. So, pretty much in 2 big panels, we got Hachinosu at the present day. And you have a bunch of Marines on the battleship being like, "Oh my god, we are gonna die." Because they see a giant hand from Hachinosu about to come down at them. And they're like, "Oh man, our cannon fire is ineffective. We didn't even make a spot on it. Make a scratch. Hell, make whatever. We can't do nothing. It's a giant hand. Ah!" You know, I better be quiet before I wake someone up. But yeah. It's pretty much like a full view of the island in the background with a giant hand and the battleship. And of course, they're trying to defend themselves, but what are you going to do someone gets a giant hand that's made from the island, what, have an arm wrestling contest with it? You can't do that. It's a giant freaking hand. Anyways, page 4. Ah, crap. Nope, never mind. Back on page 3. Apparently, I forgot some panels. Okay, so we have Tashigi and pretty much telling everyone, being like, abandon the ship. We have to protect everyone. Get everyone on board. Quick. And you have, crap, what is her name? You know what? I'm sorry, I'm looking this up. It is going to bug me until I look up this lady. One Piece Marines characters. Ashinosu. I still got my cough. And it's been lingering for over a week now. Let's see. How about this one? There we go. Ah, Kuchaku. Yeah, her name's Kuchaku. I need to make sure to remember that. But anyways, she is looking up with sweat coming down, and she's like, what incredible power. Okay, page 4. Okay. Okay, so back on the island, you have Gruth, Helmeppo, and Kobe pretty much being surrounded by pirates while Garp is laying on the ground. And Kobe's like, oh man, hundreds of Marines and citizens are going to die if that hand gets to them. This is so bad. And pretty much saying, oh Garp, what do we do? You did see Garp laying on the ground being like, don't worry, you guys can handle this. And everyone's like, say what? Of course, it shows all 3 of them be like, what? And you have Garp giving out his plan. And while he's giving out his plan, you see back to the ship where the giant hand is just like inching closer to the ship. And Garp is pretty much telling him like, okay, this is the plan. I'm gonna give you an opening. Kobe, you're gonna take down that giant island monster hand. And you're gonna smash it to smithereens. And Kobe's like, excuse me? That's way too big. And then he's like, not even skipping a beat, he's like, alright, Bruce, your job is to protect the ship from the fallen debris. And also, you're gonna make sure that no one gets in their way. Okay, Helmeppo? Oh, pardon me, Lieutenant Commander Helmeppo? Okay, so now on to page 5. Okay, so while Kobe's like, I don't know, Garp, I don't think we can do this. But Garp is like, huh, never guess yourself. I messed that up. Never second guess yourself in the heat of the moment. And Kobe's like, okay. And he's like, now go! And everyone's like, yes, sir! As they use shave. I'm gonna say the English word shave. I know it's not. Oh, Soru. Yeah, Soru. I remember now. They use Soru to get away. Meanwhile, all the other pirates looks like they are going after them. And they're like, hey, Kobe's group is getting away. Who cares? They're helpless without Garp. He may be called a hero, but now he's nothing more than a raw cadet. Let's plug him like seaweed! Yeah! Oh, never mind. They're not going after Kobe's group. They're going after Garp. And the pirates are pretty much going hammer at him, while Bruce and Kobe are running up the island hand. And Bruce is like, so, are you packing any explosive or anything to destroy this thing? And he's like, I'm afraid not. Don't got anything like that on me. Which is kind of surprising. Okay. Page. What page am I on? I always do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm on page 6. Okay. So, page 6. Okay, so we pretty much have the giant hand that's over the ship now, just getting ready to smack it. And you have the two running up it, and Kobe feels pretty much saying, well, even though I don't got nothing on me, I think I'll figure something out. And Cruz is like, figure something out? We don't got time for that. Do you not see the size of that hand? It's about as big as the ship. No, the ship can fit in the palm of his hands. And then we cut back over to a pirate with a bazooka being like, Kobe, you're not getting away from here. Bazooka! Bam! And Cannonball is coming at them, and Hamepo's like, ah, man, they see us! And he's remembering back to what Garp said, being like, make sure no one gets in their way, sonny. And you have poor Hamepo. He's just like, I just need to buy time. I got my kunai. I can hit it. Pretty much causes a giant explosion. And he's like, ow. And Kobe's like, oh no, Hamepo! But of course, Bruce is like, hey, don't look back. Focus on what we're doing. Now, cutting back over. Oh, right. Forgot, I gotta read it. Page 7. Okay, so we have Garp getting back up, and he is covering the wound that he got from being impaled by the sword. And we see Kusan being like, oh Garp, where do you think you're going with that kind of wound? And Garp is like, huh, this is just a little scratch. It's just a flesh wound. Yep, it's just a fresh one. And then we have Kusan wiping the blood from his nose as he's like, oh. And here I was worrying about you. Oh well. However, before he's able to do anything, Garp runs at him at Mach speed, being like, ha! If you're worrying about me, that just proves that you've gotten soft on me. And this surprises Kuzan, as suddenly, Garp just rams them down on the ground. And, I mean, ram them down. You see all the other pirates just being surprised, being like, whoa! Kuzan! He got taken down! However, that ain't the end of it, and we're gonna find out what happens on page 8. Yeah? Oh my god. Just how... Jesus Christ! Just how strong was Garp back in his prime? Okay. So, Garp is just bouncing throughout the whole city, going right at the giant skull head. And of course, Pizarro sees it, he's like, nah? And Garp is just smiling as he infuses his hockey into his fist. He's like, ah, crap! Garp's coming here! However, he's like, wait, I can't get distracted. I gotta destroy that ship that's out there! We see the Skull Island's eye just sweating. You see Garp's eye. You did see Pizarro fused with the floor being like, I can do this! I can do this! I can do this! And then in full view, Garp uses Galaxy Defied! No, Defied! Crap, I messed that up. Galaxy Defied! Sending a giant shockwave that splits the entire skull in half! Now note, this is an entire mountain. This is an entire mountain in the shape of a skull. Think like Onigashima, around that size. And he just punches it! Splits it in half! What? Of course, all the other pirates are eyeballing it, being like, Pizarro! He got took out by a punch! Do you really consider that a punch? We did see Pizarro. Now, this is interesting. It looks like Pizarro, he seems to have a cut on his face as if he's taken direct damage from where the island got hit. So this isn't like Pika's a stone fruit. It seems like if you do great damage to the island, you can hurt the user. So that's really interesting. Anyways, I'll talk about that more at the end of the video. But anyways, back to Kobe and Groose. They're like, well, I think that was the opening that Garp was mentioning. And Groose is turning around looking at this like, yep, this is it. He's made it. So what are you going to do now, Kobe? Which we're going to find out on page 9. Oh my god, the puns. The cat puns are terrible. Okay, so you see Kobe looking at Groot being like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna live up to his expectations! You did see Kobe just jumping up into the air with Thoru and just ziplining it like near Mach speed. And Groot is like, he can do that? Okay, we did see in full view of the island. So Pizarro is taking his other giant hand and holding the side of his head. And he looks like he's just in pain. He's like, ah, you old dog! That hurt! You think that this will stop me, though? You're gonna see what happens whenever you pee me off! No, pee meow! Meow! Oh my goodness, the cat puns. You did see Kuchaku and the other Marines just looking at this, being in disbelief like how I was. Like, holy crap! We did see Garp in mid-air with the skull eye looking down at him. And it looks like Garp is remembering something. He's like, hey Memepo. Hey Mepo. Looks like that Kobe's been improving a lot. No. Hey Hemepo. Kobe's been improving. Oh, okay. I think this is Hemepo asking him. Be like, so why does he always look beat up with his arms being bandaged all the time? Okay. We did see Kobe pretty much at the side of the giant hand. In the background, mind you, all the while the pirates on the island are just laughing at him. And he's like, ah, look at Kobe! He thinks he can stop that giant hand. Looks like his reputation must have gone to his head now. We did see a side view of the smiling Garp being like, oh, beat up? Are you talking about his hands and shoulders? Well, let me tell you. On page 10. Oh, okay, so looks like I gotta fix my mistake. It looks like Garp was asking Hemapo about Kobe's being wrapped up in bandages. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Anyways, back to page 10. Okay, so looks like we get a flashback. And it's pretty much at the training grounds at the old HQ. And it looks like Garp, while having a towel over his neck because he's been in training mode, we have Hemeppo talking to him. And he's like, well, I'm not really supposed to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you. And it looks like we have a flashback of Kobe wrapping up his hands while Hemeppo to the side is telling Garp. And he's been telling them that he's been doing some more training. All the while we hear Kobe being like, well, compared to everyone else, I have no aptitude for combat whatsoever. So I gotta work 10 times hard. So working out 10 times harder ain't gonna do it for me. I gotta work at least 200 times so that way I could be really good. Ow. Oh, we see a side view where it's like Kobe saying like, so I gotta keep training. Otherwise I won't be able to protect everyone. And if I can't do that, I'll never become a great Marine. Ouch, my hand. So we did see Garp being kind of surprised by this, like, okay, so you're telling me that after my training, my special training regimen, he's still sneaking off to go work out? And Himeppo is like, yep, never miss a day, in fact. And then we see Kobe with her hurt hand being like, ow! And Himeppo being like, oh, come on, Kobe, give it a rest already. We then see Kobe, and it looks like he's doing the special battleship bag training too, as he's just pounding at one of the ships. While Himeppo continuing to tell him like, yeah, he spends the whole night hitting one of those battleship bags until his fists are bleeding and peeled back. So back to the present, we have Garp smiling, and we have Kobe underneath the fists as the Pizarro being like, compared to my paw, you might as well be an imp beneath it. Now get crushed! Now! I always gotta do that. Now! Anyways, on to page 1, little 2, little 3, little page 4, little 5, little 6, little page 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I'm on page 12. And oh my goodness, what a page! Holy shit, Kobe's got an upgrade. Okay, this is gonna be a good one. So listen here. We have a Hibari being like, oh no, Kobe senpai, don't get too close. It's gonna be dangerous. And she's just blushing and stuff. I like her. She's nice to Kobe. We did have Pizarro pretty much laughing and giving his speech, while we see Kobe just huffing and puffing while rearing back his fists. And of course, Pizarro's being like, this ain't gonna take long. Enjoy the dying screams of your fellow Marines, now! Even if they try to jump overboard, we're gonna have old Kuthon over here just freeze them! We then see, while doing this, we see Garp just smiling, being like, you kids got this. We see the giant hand going down at the ship. We see Kuchaku being like, okay everyone, full sails, we gotta go, now! We see the giant hand still coming down with Kobe beneath it. And we're hearing like, Captain Kobe, we gotta get as far away as we can, there's no stopping it! We did see Bruce being like, Kobe? We see the island's eyeball going, hairball. Oh my goodness. And then we see Kobe rearing back his fist, infusing it with Armament Hockey, with a fierce look being like, I gotta break through this, because if I don't, everyone's gonna die, and their blood is gonna be on my hands! And then in full view, we see Honesty Impact! And we see Kobe destroying the entire giant island hand, splitting it down from the palm up, just hitting all the way back to the skull. And we're talking about like a galaxy. No, this is bigger than a galaxy impact. Like, holy crap, Cody, I didn't know that you had this kind of power. This is probably going to help you with facing off against Straw Hat in the future. But anyways, getting too excited there. We just see all the other pirates just be like, what? We didn't see Persoro being infused to the floor, being like, ouch, my hand. You know, I realize I'm being a bit too loud. I hope I don't wake her up. She will come in here and kick my ass. But yeah, anyways, we did have other pirates going over to see about Pizarro, where they're like, oh no, Pizarro, are you okay? Anyways, page 14. Oh god, you gotta love him. Okay, so we have Tashigi looking up in disbelief, being like, Kobe? We see Hibari crying with her hands to her mouth, being like, oh, Senpai, that was amazing! We didn't see all the other Marines being like, whoa, Kobe, you did it! Wait, what about all that debris that's coming down on us? Oh, shit! We didn't see Kobe being like, ugh. And then we see Garp just laughing his ass off, going, that was a great, oh, my spleen. Oh, my rune. We did see Himepo crying and be like, Kobe, that was truly unbelievable. We did see Bruce being pissed off, being like, so, you've been hiding your true strength all this time? I just realized I gotta do some serious training. We see Kobe falling down while Bruce is using his clay web to create a giant spider web that stops all of the debris that's falling down on the ship. And with that, page 15. Oh man, this is a big chapter. Okay, so, continuing from this, we have Himepo jumping up and grabbing Cody midair, all the while he is crying like, Kobe, that was amazing! You really did it! That arm, it was as big as a mountain, and yet you blew it to smithereens like it was nothing! I knew you had it in you! And Kobe's like, Himepo, I did it! I really did it! Oh, I'm pooped out. And then, no. Where's Bruce? I think he's somewhere in the, oh, I see him. He's in the foreground. But yeah. Anyways, before I get to that, we have the clay web pretty much stopping all the debris, and Garth's ship is just spooking it. And everyone is celebrating like, woo! Prince just saved us! Now we just need to get Vice Admiral Garp, and then we can finally leave this godforsaken island! Yeah! We did it! We have everyone celebrating. Himepo is just in full cheers. Hibari's just hugging up to Kobe. we see Groose and Kushaku just coming over to them. Well, all the while this is going on, we're having like, yes, thank you, Kobe. Oh, Captain Kobe, you're so cool. Thank you so much. We see Hibari just like, Kobe senpai. And we see Kobe like, oh, Hibari, I am so glad that you're okay. However, and I think I know where this is going. We have one of the transponder snails ringing. And Garp is on the other line saying, this is Garp. Looks like the mission to rescue Kobe has become successful. And Tashiki's like, alright, copy that. We just need you to make your way back here ASAP. However, and judging by this, it's not going to be good. Final page, page 16. Oh no. Oh, this is grim. Okay. Sorry. I am really hoping by the next chapter I get rid of the lingering cough, but for now, I gotta conclude the final page. So, on the transponder snail, Garp is telling everyone this. Alright, all troops, withdraw from Hachinosu immediately. I'm gonna figure something out. Looks like in situations like this, pretty much the safety of you kids are always gonna be my top priority. So, do you get it? Our success here is going to be a serious blow to all pirates everywhere. So keep moving forward. And while he is saying this, Himepo, Kobe, Hibari, and Kushaku are shocked to hear this. Kobe is like, no, Prince, we gotta return. Let's turn around and... However, Groose is crying as the ship moves on. In full view, we have Garp continuing. And never forget, you kids are all the future of the Marines! As we see him on the ground, covered in ice, with a large ice spike going through him. Surrounding him is pirates, with Kuzan in the front, Fasco shot to the side, Pizarro at the island in the background, Siryu behind Garp, and somehow Samwon Wolf with a very beaten eye behind Siryu in the background. Wait, how the heck did he get out of the ocean? How did he get out of the ocean? But yeah, but this is all, you know, serious. Garp then hangs up, and you see Kuzan with a very dissatisfied face. But Garp is just laughing his ass off, as he looks like he's starting to get frozen over. Well, I don't know if he's being frozen over, but he's just laughing his butt off, being like, We then have the narrator coming on, with a full view of Hachinosu, and it says, in the following day's paper, the legendary hero, Vice Admiral Garp, is declared missing in action on the pirate island after the successful rescue mission of the young hero, Captain Kobe. However, that's not the end, as we now see Egghead Island with a bunch of Navy battleships coming at it. As the narrator says, however, in another story, what also gained the world's attention, the Egghead Incident, where Straw Hat Luffy, the Emperor, will face a siege on the island of the future. The end of the chapter. Break next week. Holy crap, what a chapter. So, let's take away from this, shall we? We got to see Garth's philosophy of being a Marine, which is basically saving all the young generation that way they could grow up to be future Marines. We also got to see how Kobe turned himself in order to save 800 Marines from being captured by Blackbeard. Back to the present, they pretty much have the giant hand, like, here comes the giant hand! Coming down. And Garp pretty much deciding to let the younger generation handle it. So, while they are going after the giant hand, we see Garp just breaking the entire Skull Island in a new galaxy-defied attack. And this attack is pretty powerful. However, that's not the major shocker. Well, that's actually one of the major shockers, but here's another one. We also got to see a bit of Kobe's and Helmeppo's flashback, where they're talking about how Kobe trains in the same style as Garp and Kuzan did. And it looks like Kobe is able to use his own version of Galaxy Impact, except it's called Honesty Impact. And let's talk about this for a second. Kobe was able to destroy an entire mountain in the shape of a hand with a single punch. For those of us that are wondering how Kobe's going to shape up and how he's going to face off against Luffy, I think this is going to be it. I mean, with that fist that he learned from Garp, he's going to be a monster in the future. He's going to be the next Garp. But yeah, that was incredible. But as much hype as we got, unfortunately comes some sad news. As it seems now that Garp is captured by the Blackbeard pirates. Now, it just says that he's missing. So we don't know if he's alive. We don't know if he's dead. But either way, this is going to be something. And now it looks like we're cutting back to Egghead Island and going to see Straw Hat Luffy for the first time in around 9 chapters? Also, I just realized something. I started doing my One Piece chapter reviews on 1079. And now is the start of this big break from Luffy and the others. So, on the next chapter, it's going to be the first time I'm doing a live reaction while I get to see Luffy and the others. How crazy is that? But yeah, looks like we're going to have some major events going on now. We got... okay, so we got to see what happened to Kid and them, which they got defeated real badly by Shanks. Law and his crews also got defeated by Blackbeard, but you know, it looks like they're not out for the count yet. What else has been going on around the world? Oh yeah, we got the Revolutionary Army and the incident that happened behind the Reverie, and we got to see more about the Gorosei and Imu-sama. And now we got this other major event going on with Garp and Hachinosu, along with them rescuing Kobe. So, major key events are going into play. Like, Egghead arc, it's really out there, man. It really is. And I cannot wait to see how all this leads up to the epic war that's coming up in the future. I cannot wait. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys like how everything is going so far with One Piece? Because honestly, I am. And if you guys want to share your thoughts in the comments and stuff, let me know. I would love to see y'all's thoughts about it. But for now, thank you all for coming on this absolutely fantastic chapter reaction stream. I hope y'all had as much fun as I did reading about this chapter. But anyways, please leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you're able to see all my future clips. Also check me out on Twitter, that's where I do my announcements and posts. And also check me out on Twitch, that's also... Wait, did I say Twitter or Twitch? I always mess up in these ending credits. But anyways, check me out on Twitter for my announcements and posts, and check me out on Twitch whenever I do my extra clips. And oh yeah, like I said, if you guys want to see me doing the One Piece episode reaction on August 6th, make sure you guys come by. I'll leave an announcement on my Twitter page telling you guys what time I'm going to do it. But yeah, I hope you guys get to come. Please join me! I'm sorry. But anyways, for now, I guess that's pretty much it. So, bye-bye. See you later. Alligators. Wait. Bye-bye. I'm messing up my own ending credit. So long. Bye-bye. See ya. See you later, alligators. Okay, bye. Oh my god, I got too excited. Now then. Gotta make sure I get the table and the plates. What else do I need? Oh, I need to grab chips and other foods. I may as well go ahead and get that. And I need to get the oven ready too. I gotta get everything prepared for that big episode.